afternoon. It was an interesting evening yesterday, interesting morning today. So yesterday evening well, first off, we're on Highway 3, westbound, just past Rock Creek, headed towards Osoyoos. So yesterday I was debating, do I sleep at a pullout near our destination, Fruitvale, or I'm like, nah, the weather's pretty good. I'm not going to have to idle the truck at all. I'm going to pull right into the customer's driveway. There's enough room there. Got to wake up at 6 a.m. and I'll just unload today morning. We got there. Forklift's still there, so I went up to and asked him if that was an okay place to park, and he goes, no, you can pull right in over here and I'll unload you tonight. He goes, I was going to go home, but might as well unload you. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks. I just go, I don't mind waiting around. So I wasn't expecting anybody here. I don't mind waiting to unload till tomorrow morning, or today morning. He goes, no, just take your straps off, I'll unload you. Nice. I thanked him, appreciate it. And then my trailers need a safety, so I had to drop my trailers off in Salmo at our head office. Gonna have to sit there for a few days to get a safety, so I had to pick up a different set of trailers. They're actually okay set of trailers. It just takes a while to move all the straps and all the corner boards and do a real deep inspection of the whole trailer and make sure it's safe to go down the highway. Which it was. It's a decent trailer. Didn't find any defects on it. Well, one of the signal lights wasn't coming on, so I played with the wiring a little bit. Got it to work. It's just the connection between the two trailers. And then I knew I was loading at Klesnikov today morning, so I headed to a rest area right just south of Klesnikov and slept there. So ahead of schedule. Pulled into Klesnikov at 7 in the morning. Forklift driver goes, don't tell me you're going to Modern. I'm like, yep. He just goes, you're not supposed to be here till 11 a.m. I'm like, I know, I'm running ahead of schedule. He just goes, and I haven't got an answer back. This load going to Modern Terminal, I don't have it. I've only got half of the load. I'm like, okay, I'll just sit in the truck, wait for you guys to figure it out. So he was talking to his chipper. They're all working from home thanks to the COVID-19. And I've been self-isolating as much as I can. Like, I'll just sit in the truck and wait. The less interaction I have with people, the better. And eventually he goes, it's going to be a 2-drop load. I'm going to load you Modern and then another place in Langley somewhere. Modern is on Mitchell Island in Richmond. So we got the 2 loads on. And on the road, but it took it was 2 hours 15 minutes to get loaded, which was a long time to get loaded, especially since there's no truck in front of me. I was just figuring out the load, what I was going to get loaded with and such. So it took a lot longer to load than I intended, but hey, I'm running ahead of schedule. And I think I can still make it to the destination, park on the street there in Richmond on Mitchell Island. Yeah, unless something goes wrong, I think I should be able to make the run. And these trailers, I haven't gone over a scale with these trailers yet, so I had to kind of guess what the weight limit was. Somebody has some scratch marks in the gauges. Just these little scratches, maybe with a knife or something in the glass. So I kind of assumed that was the limit of how much I can carry. Luckily, the 2 orders I have on me were a little bit smaller, so he said I'm running a fairly light. But having said that, I'm pretty close to the scratch mark on the pup. On the lead, there's still a little bit of space. I don't normally try to get as much weight on the lead as possible, but we couldn't get another bundle on the lead without going over on the lead, so I'll make sure if the scale in Hope is closed, I'll probably just pull into the Nordell scale, open or closed, weigh myself, and write down the PSIs and my actual weight, and that way I know, much better guess. I can do the math to see what PSI the maximum weight would be for these trailers. Now, I did go over the scale empty with these trailers, and I weigh 1,150 kilograms heavier with these trailers with an empty load. So they're heavy trailers. I could have scaled myself in Castlegar or here in Midway when I passed Midway, but I'm tight on time, and I figure one of those scales, the Hope scale, will most likely be open. It's not really called the Hope scale, it's called Hunter Creek scale. It's usually open, so I should have a good guess at my weight there. And if not, Nordell scale will be most likely closed this time, or when I get there in the evening. So I'll pull through that one if it's open or closed and get an exact reading. Been half a week without Jess. When my truck was broken down with that, when I blew that head gasket, I was missing Jess, for 2 months? And it looks like I'll likely be doing that again now, so it kind of sucks. Bridesville. Bridesvale or Bridesville? Rhyming anarchist. Quite a bit of snow here. I wonder how much of it is fresh snow. I heard in the morning on the VHF radio, the guys were saying that Paulson was pretty slippery today. With it taking 2 hours and 15 minutes to load me, and then I had to go drive down the road and tarp it. So by the time I was going, the sun was hitting the pass pretty good, and it was just all wet, no slippery sections. I had to get a retorque at Cal Tire in Grand Forks, and thanks to this virus they've shut everything down. I just had to call the phone number on the door, and they've laid everybody off. They only have one person in the building just doing emergency repairs and things like that. So I called the number and asked if they could do a retorque on my tires, and he came out shortly and did the retorque, so no problems there. I like people that find solutions that still work. Like he goes, if somebody comes in and the tires are completely bald, they'll go change those tires, but no appointments, no rotating winter tires to summer tires, none of that. Getting warm in here. +8 out. Almost to the top here. Clouds here and there, but for the most part I think it's going to be a blue day, blue skies day. Of course, I didn't look at any weather forecast or anything, so as soon as I pull into the brake check here, I think I'll give Jess a call and have a chat with her, see how she's doing. See those mountains climb out of the background there. I believe those mountains in front of us might be in the US. I think they might be, some of those are Canada, some of them are in the US. I think they're called the Cathedral Mountains. Does look like there's more clouds ahead down that way, so we'll see. We'll see if it stays sunny or not. My brother's licensed his bike, and he's been laid off. Gotta keep an eye out for him. Almost I might see him zooming along the road. Not feeling super energetic, super talkative. Kind of blah. Introverted is the right word or not, but I like my alone time, my self time. But even those of us that like to be alone like to talk to people once in a while. And with Jess not here, and with all the social distancing, I am talking to forklift drivers. That's about it. Most chippers are doing the paperwork through their forklift drivers, so. And forklift drivers, they're staying in their forklift, just sliding their window open. So if I'm feeling it, the people that are social people, very social, that need people, the energy from people, how are you guys doing? You guys doing all right? Gonna have to work hard to keep all of us out of depression. You guys got any good stories about people helping you, or you guys helping somebody else? And yeah, most people that help other people aren't into the bragging thing, but this isn't about bragging. This is just about being a good example. If you did something nice to someone else, share the story. Be that good example of, hey, maybe more of us should do this. Give us some ideas of what you've done to help out your neighbor. know somebody that's come from a different country and they're isolated for 14 days, maybe give them a call or drop off some groceries at their door. Super nice to all the grocery stores. The people working there are getting paid minimum wage, and right now they're holding up the country. My brother's been laid off. My sister-in-law worked at a ski hill. They closed the ski hill early there, so they're doing a little bit of cleanup, and then she's laid off as well. My sister, she still has a job, but it's a very small office they work in, so I'm not sure if they'll continue working in the office or if they're going to start working from at home. My brother-in-law is a heavy-duty mechanic, so working on farm tractors. I don't see him losing his job right now because farmers have to still get their crops in, but you never know. Don't know what's going on. The economy is doing some funny things right now. Pulling up to the brake check here. I'll show you the load. I don't know, do you guys like it when I jump out and show you guys the load? I'm trying to do that more often. I'm also more often trying to say where we're running, so you guys have a better idea. Trying to make that into a habit. Okay. Change. On duty. Brake check. Okay. I'm sorry. I had to unplug you guys. Unplug the umbilical. Grab my safety vest, put that on. Come on, tangled it up a bit. I was just take it off, crutch it behind my seat. All right, and turn the engine off. Open the little side window just in case the door decides to lock on me. Does that sometimes. It is beautiful out here. Absolutely beautiful. So that's my load. It is a funky shaped load. So the lumber on the bottom layer on the front trailer goes to a different customer that doesn't want their load tarped. So, but the top layer needs to be tarped. So it's kind of convenient that it's a funny shaped load that at least I don't have to tarp that funny little end there. Yeah, it's an old set of Load King trailers. I have to clean the lights when I do my brake check here. Check all the tires, make sure they're all good, and that my brakes are still all where they're supposed to be. I'll catch up with you guys down the road. Can't stand around here for too long because I'm on a timeline. I hear robins. Let's hope I don't catch up with them again. Word of advice, if you can't pass me all the way, don't pass me. Definitely don't run me off the road. And remember, if you're passing a trucker, we don't stop. We don't stop for fuel. We can run all day on one tank of fuel. So if you make a truck driver angry, run them off the road. We're not all as nice as me. In the US, a lot of them have weapons in their doors, as in guns. In Canada, a lot of them have weapons too, but they're blunt objects. I'm definitely angry at them, and in my brain I'm going, if that guy pulls over in Princeton, I'm gonna tell him a thing or two. Or if I catch up with him, I'll show him running off the road. And we all know some of people out there who would follow through. I've got fuel to run the rest of the day. All I have to do is brake checks. So if I really wanted to, I could catch up with you if you continue on this road. Especially if you're hauling a long trailer like he was, like it's a huge fifth wheel RV. Passing a Super B. Why did you think you're going to be able to pass me there? And once again, once he was about halfway past me, he could see, oh, that hill's coming and there's a blind hill and I can't see over it. I should probably give up this pass, slow down and go behind and try again because there's a passing lane coming up. You never have to be behind for somebody for a long time here on Highway 3. Always passing lanes. legally, I should have stayed in my lane there and not gone on the shoulder. If he had hit me, I left my lane of travel. It was instinct. I did it. I shouldn't have. Should have learned that lesson when I rolled this truck two winters ago, three winters ago. Did the same thing there. I pulled on the shoulder to avoid something. Don't pull onto the shoulder to avoid something. But once again today, if I hadn't done it, nothing bad happened to me, but if I had not done it, he would have crashed into me. Legally, I should have maintained my lane. And I should have maintained my speed. I should not slow down or speed up. Maintain my speed. Because the person passing you is full responsibility of clearing that pass. If you see you're not going to make it, it's your job to hit the brakes and going behind someone. I'm not supposed to slow down. I learned that the hard way too. I had slowed down. Well, if someone's passing me, I'm going to hurry, slow down. They realized they can't make the pass. They hit the brakes, and then we were both hitting the brakes. Almost was an accident because I did the dumb thing of slowing down. So if you're passing someone, you are solely responsible to make sure you can complete that pass. Unless it's another big rig and I'm in communication with them, talking on the VHF, then we can work something out where you're like, okay, you go ahead, hammer down, I'll slow down for you type of thing. That's a little different, but if you're not communicating with the other person, you're passing, you are responsible. The other person should maintain their speed for safety. Sure makes me angry when someone does something that flat out stupid. Oh, that vibration just came back. Is it coming more on? Probably said this last time already, but I think, oh, someone's burning grass there. Yeah, I think the vibration's definitely more when I'm making right-hand turns. So it's got to be the driver steer tire, but it doesn't matter. I'm giving up the truck in 2 days. I'll just, for the most of the day, it's not. See, it only vibrates when I start talking to you guys. We're also big open road here, so I'm going higher speed limits around these sweeping corners, so that might be part of it too. Milkameen River has not flooded this year at all yet, and it's mostly all melted, so I suspect there will be no flooding. Haven't got a bunch of rain, so I don't think flooding will be an issue this year. The river's staying low, like it's not even, hasn't even come up a lot. It's strange how low the river stayed. Yep, right-hand corners. The steering wheel wiggles a little bit. It's just enough to make everything in the cab vibrate. I don't know if you guys can hear the vibration of it, but it makes everything in the cab just seems to be just enough to make everything vibrate, shake, and shimmy. And it's not super violent or anything. It's just that little bit of a vibration. And I guess since the vibration starts at the road and we're sitting so high, it makes everything in the top of the cab shimmy more than what I'm feeling in the steering wheel. But what a beautiful day. I'm going to try to enjoy the rest of the beautiful day and not be angry. Seems like a good idea, right? I just hope they don't stop in Princeton and then pass me again. And if they do pass me on a passing lane somewhere so I can just go. I don't have to worry about you. All of a sudden I have to deal with them on the road. Well, if they stopped in Princeton, I'm going to have very slow climb, so hopefully they zip past me quickly. But if all of a sudden we're in the same place where we're going the same speed, I think I'll just pull over and stop and take a half hour. I don't want to travel with someone that I'm angry with. And I am angry with them. Flat out, mad, angry. Is that them in front of us? There's an RV in front of us anyway. It better not be them in front of us. I don't think you guys could see, but way in the distance, I saw an RV going around the corner. I'm like, hopefully that's not them. You know what, if it is, it'd be okay, because even if they don't stop in Princeton, those mountains, they should pull away. And I don't think I would catch up with them all the way if they're traveling slower on the straightaways over here. Might just be a different RV too. So I know of 2 restaurants now that have closed their doors to the public, but are making food for truckers. There's a place in Christina Lake called Lisa's that is serving truckers, and then there's another place in Grand Forks, I don't remember the name, Duncan's maybe, but they've closed to the public. And they're serving truckers only. Basically, you call them, they'll make fresh meals and bring them out to you. Gentleman in Grand Forks, he used to be a trucker. He still has his class 1 drivers, so he just goes, I understand what you guys are going through. So if anyone's interested, I will make meals for you guys. Pretty cool when people do that. Pretty cool. house is getting a lot of solar panels on it. That's cool. I mean, they're on the grid. They've got the power line coming past their house, but you can save some money by running your own solar panels and doing your part to use less electricity on the grid. I think that's a win. Seen so many empty flatbeds going east. I got a feeling with Vancouver being hit harder by the COVID-19 virus that there's a lot less coming out of Vancouver. So who knows if I'm going to get a load out of Vancouver tomorrow or not. I think the rest of the day is going to be running into the sun. Once the sun does disappear behind the horizon, it's going to get dark quick, so I think we'll call it here in Princeton. Maybe I'll wait till we're through Princeton and climbing out. And then, I know it's a bit of a shorter video today, but like I was saying earlier, I'm just not feeling the energy. When I call Jess, ask how she's doing, she just goes, just zonked, like she's just no energy to go do anything. She just goes, I was all ready to go downstairs to go get some stuff out of the truck, clean out the pickup truck a bit, and then I lay down on bed and just go, screw that, I don't feel like doing anything. Just like a lack of energy. Cal tires are all closed down as well. They're doing emergency repairs only. Everybody's been laid off. So when I got reach work done there, I already talked about that, didn't I? I think I talked about that already. I'm just repeating myself. Right. If I didn't talk to you about it, I talked to Jess about it. Go behind him. Yes, okay. Wasn't sure what he was doing. No trucks parked here. There's always trucks parked here at the Chevron, but Chevron is closed there, closed down, and there's a no-go zone. The washrooms are closed, so the trucks have all left. Trucks know not to stop there. If you want to make money off of us, open the restrooms. That's why we stop, and then we always go buy something. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are all keeping safe out there. Looking forward to reading all your comments. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See what life has to offer us tomorrow.